Now look at you. Look at me. I mean, look at you now.
Something that I saw on Twitter, in fact, let me just pull it up because I was like, bro, how are you doing this? So basically, once upon a time, there was a guy who got bullied by this like popular guy, whatever, right? This bully, right? And then a couple years down the line, the same brother sees him again, and he's like, you're homeless. Look at you, bruv. But at the same time, let me show you it first, and then let me tell you what I actually think, because it's a little bit techie. Oh, clip unavailable. Oh, come on, man. All right, the moral of the story was, right, is that bro was kind of flexing on this homeless brother, even though the guy was taking a piss in the past, right? You kind of look like a moron because you're there, and he's just, bro was just sitting there bunning a suit and whatever, and you're just like, he was flexing the car, like, to say, oh, look at me, I'm better than you, I'm up and whatever. But the car wasn't even, it was a car, but it wasn't even like nice. It's sort of like, at that point, he's just living in your head rent free. If you're truly above and beyond this, how about you just live your life? Like, don't get me wrong, I know it's like, yeah, you finally got one over in the bully, but it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I hope I can find the video. In fact, I really want to find the video. Yeah, look at this.
In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you, dickhead? Damn, bro, what happened, dog? You was the man in high school. Now look at you, all fucked up in the game, drawn. Yeah, remember you used to flex on me in high school? Remember? Cause I used to wear them baggy ass clothes and all that. Now look at you. Look at me. I mean, look at you now.
Even as a homeless brother, he still got, like, he don't even look too bad. Like, I don't know how his beard's still done up, but.
You can smoke your tree. All right, dickhead. What? I'm not shaking your hand. Look at you, dog. Tighten the fuck up, bro. Tighten the fuck up, bro. Real shit. Tighten the fuck up. Look at you, dog. You drawn. Thick ass butters, man. You drawn, dog. Tighten the fuck up.
All right, so if it was me, right, because I used to get like tormented back in school, right, by when I was in like year 7, there used to be this guy in year 8, and I still remember his name and everything. I used to be like, oh, if I could go back in time, I would like fight back and whatever. But really and truly, I feel like if I was to see him today, 1, he probably wouldn't even remember me, and 2, I have no enemies, okay? So it's just like, bro, this was like such a long time ago. It ain't really bothering me today, you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that he's still pressed about something, because I'm assuming they're big men now, like, look, they're big men now. I don't know how old bro is, but like, I'm assuming bro on the other side is a big man as well. Like, it's kind of like, why? Like, bro, live in your head rent free, bro.
Well,
you gotta let people live.
Some people just don't get over shit, bro. They just don't. He's probably just one of those people that can't move on.
It's not even the fact of getting over it, because I could arguably say, man, bro, after all the time you like flipping tormented me and stuff, and also it ties into something that actually happened today. So on the way to Taekwondo, right, I was getting off the bus in, no, I was walking, but it doesn't really matter how I got there. Basically, long story short, I was in New Cross, right? And I didn't realize the brother was homeless, but the same guy who actually stole my phone holder and the wire that I used to like wrap around my bike, and he tried to steal the lights as well. It was the same brother who came up asking me for money, and I clocked him, but he didn't clock me. Because I'm actually kind of good at remembering like faces and people and stuff. It's just I don't say it because it's like, oh, like, bro, I've only seen you out once, bro. Who is this, bro? So I ended up giving him money. I gave him like £2 because I happened to have £2 from a tip that I got earlier in my job. So it was just sort of like, because the thing is, he came up to me and I was about to say, ain't you the brother he tried to steal from me? But I didn't say it. I was like, hang on a minute, let me just back out my bag, and I gave it to him. But it's just, if I really flipped out on him, one, I don't even think he was in his freaking right mind. And two, it's sort of, why am I gonna like hold on to that? It's weird. Like, even me, I don't hold grudges for more than like a day. Like, even this little fatty over here, like, if he annoys me, I don't even, I'm over it in like even an hour, or most like a day. I can't stay, like, the longest I've stayed upset about a particular incident, maybe like 3 days, if I really try to think about it. But to stay mad after how many years? Because they at least got to both be in their 30s, at least.
I think you're underestimating how petty niggas are, bro.
Because no,
bro,
but
like,
for why?
I mean, you can't really explain it, bro. You just can't. It's the same reason why niggas act like they run the shit whenever they're trying to make a complaint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if the complaint is like incredibly nonsensical, they're still arguing and still trying to make demands and shit. Like, you just can't explain stuff like that, bro.
No, but a complaint is slightly different. Like, if you got like bad service, or like, it depends what the complaint is about. Like, if something is genuinely wrong and it needs to be right, but it depends what it is, really. Because some things, yeah, like, oh, you asked for like mustard or something in your burger and they didn't put it in or something, that you can get over that. But if it's something like with actual repercussions, then okay, you can complain about it. You know what I mean? But it's just,
well, based on what I've seen in the video, like, dude, he could have went up to homie and he could have said what he said, but I think it's just because he started like kicking his shit is what really like threw it over the edge.
yeah, he didn't need to do
You know
that.
what I mean?
He didn't even need to do all the, because his car wasn't even, he was flexing a car that wasn't even that nice. It was just a car. It was like, I have a car and you don't. I have a house and you don't. Like,
Yeah, I get that. Like, if he just like said, "Hey, bro, you don't remember me in high school?" Like, just kind of reminded him, but then he could have just went about his day. But the flexing and then the kicking and shit, that's the part that people don't fuck with.
yeah, but not to say that, oh, you're just gonna let things happen to you, because that I don't know how to actually bridge the gap between not being taken for like a pushover. I don't know how to describe what I mean. Not being like harsh to everyone and like this and that, but at the same time not just being like an open doormat. How would you say to balance that, I suppose? So I'm not gonna, if I had a bully, I wouldn't be go up to me like, oh hi, you're right, because we're not friends. You're not my friend, but I have no enemies
That you know of.
No, I mean, if someone has a problem with me, that's your problem. Because as far as I know, I don't have an issue with anyone. So at least with me personally, if anyone has an issue with me, they can come and talk to me, innit? I don't have a problem with anyone, really.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's something that's up to the individual, bro.
Yeah.
On how to handle that, because as we can see, niggas can't handle that. So like, it's different, bro, from person to person.
But even then, because bro was minding his own business, I feel like that's like another part of it as well. He was just there, you noticed him, you came up to him, and you kind of disturbed the peace.
Well, I mean, but that's kind of how a bully works, though. Yeah, I mean, niggas won't be minding their business and then they just pull up on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
like, so
yeah.
So in that case, he's kind of just doing what he did to him.
That is true. So, but I feel like it's a story of be the bigger person, man. This is like years ago. I don't feel like any. Maybe I'm just a forgiving kind of person, but I just feel like any person who was like that, unless you peaked in high school, I don't think anyone would still care about that stuff. You know, I'd rather a bully have some character development and change, instead of someone still stuck in that high school mentality of, oh, this person did this thing to me freaking years ago. But Yeah, man, the cycle of revenge don't stop nothing, man. You gotta be the one to stop it. Otherwise, cause let's say bro grows up. Let's say bro gets out of that situation, and his son happens to find that video. And, oh, you kicked my dad when he was this. Oh, your dad was a dickhead. And oh, freaking murky, man. It's a the cycle never stops. You have to be the one to break the cycle. Otherwise, it's gonna go on forever.